Days after its promoters prepaid a $1.1 billion loan, the Adani Group plans to prepay another $500 million loan due next month to regain the confidence of some banks, following a scathing report by US short seller Hindenburg Research. The Gautam Adani-led conglomerate is planning the prepayment after some banks balked at refinancing debt, reported Bloomberg. Barclays plc, Standard Chartered plc and Deutsche Bank AG are among the banks that have lent $4.5 billion to finance the purchase of Holcim Limited cement assets last year. A portion of that loan is due for payment on March 9. The lenders were in talks to refinance the loan up to a week before the critical report was published by Hindenburg Group, said the Bloomberg report, quoting people familiar with the matter. Adani Group crisis. However, those negotiations stalled after the Hindenburg report, which accused the Adani Group of stock manipulation and accounting fraud, among others. The report also raised concerns over mounting debt at Adani Group companies. The reluctance to refinance debt is the first sign that global banks are becoming wary of lending to Gautam Adani's companies, and also coincides with France's Total Energies' comments that a multi-billion-dollar plan to produce green hydrogen with the Indian tycoon has been put on hold, pending audits of his conglomerate. Meanwhile, index provider Morgan Stanley Capital International (MSCI) said that it is reviewing the free float status of some Adani Group securities after market participants raised concerns about the eligibility of the Indian conglomerate's companies for some of its indexes. Moreover, major asset managers in Japan are stepping up disclosure of funds with exposure to Adani, indicating that foreign investors are also turning cautious. An Adani Group spokesperson told Bloomberg the conglomerate had been in talks with banks to refinance part of the loan, but has decided to prepay it. The representative also said that discussions with the banks have not stalled. An Adani spokesperson said the conglomerate had been in talks with banks to refinance that part of the loan but has decided to prepay it. The spokesperson said discussions with the banks have not stalled. On the other hand, none of the lenders have shared any comments on the developments. Earlier, the group's promoters paid $1.1 billion in loans borrowed against pledged shares, a move largely aimed at boosting investor confidence in the wake of the massive stock rout that wiped off over $100 billion from the group's total market value. While Adani Group stocks regained some momentum this week, shares of the conglomerate's listed companies tumbled again on Thursday amid fresh concerns over lending hesitancy and scrutiny.